Well, you know me. Bright ideas just pop into me head, and I can't help but think. Seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice, plump frame. What's his name has. No, it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is when you get it, if you get it. Good, you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and her pie shop. Business never better using only pussycats and toast. And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion.
It does seem a waste.
Eminently practical and appropriate as always. Without you all these years,
Think
I'll
about
never
it.
know
Lots of other
how
gentlemen will soon be coming for a shave. Won't they think of all them pies?
For what's the sound of the world out there?
Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? These are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are now. What out of the oven?
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's at.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
Now you see the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as Bishop, perhaps, but then again, not as bland as curate
And
either.
good for business, too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else, though, to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
Well, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean, though of course it tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
See, no, sir, look closer. You'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker, more like vicar.
No, it has to be grosser. It's green.
The history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives' favors.
Is those below serving those up above?
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavors.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now, let's see. Here we've got Tinker,
Something pinker,
Taylor,
something paler,
Butler,
something subtler,
Potter,
something hotter.
Locksmith. Lovely bit of clock.
Maybe for a lark.
Then again, the sweep if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Try the financier, peak of his career.
That looks pretty right.
Well, he drank. Oh, it's fake cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now then, this might be a little bit stringy, but then of course it's fiddle player.
No, this isn't fiddle player, it's
How can you
piccolo
tell?
player. It's piping hot.
So blow on it fast.
History of the world, my sweet,
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately, it's also clear that everybody goes down well with me.
Well, since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Too salty. I
With all
prefer
the Falcon's
general.
privates. With his extra.
What is that?
It's FOP. Finest in the shop. And we have some shepherd's pie peppered with actual pepper on top. And I've just begun. Here's the politician so oily. It's served with the doily. Have one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried it's drier.
No, the clergy's really too coarse and too
An
mealy.
actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always arrives overdone. I'll come again when you have Judge on the menu.
Wait, true, we don't have Judge yet, but we've got something you might fancy even better.
What's that?
Executioner.
Have charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
Highborn and low,
We'll
my
not
love.
discriminate great from small, no. We'll serve anyone and to anyone and to anyone at all.